Clay's a lot taller than me. Thank you, Dr. Benson, and thank you, Clay, for the introduction. And we want to thank you for leading this campaign. It means the world to us. As Alex touched on before, the foundation is centered around 4 key pillars of success with one goal: to accelerate economic prosperity and quality of life for all businesses and residents across Horry and Georgetown counties. No single pillar can advance the Myrtle Beach area and the Grand Strand toward its desired future in isolation. They are all interconnected and they're designed to work together. Once again, those 4 pillars are prosperity, talent, place, and infrastructure. Let me talk briefly about each pillar and share just a few examples of what this new Chamber Foundation Partnership Grand Strand and our partners will accomplish. So for the first pillar under prosperity, the foundation will create and launch a formal business retention and expansion program focused on identifying and addressing the needs, challenges, and opportunities faced by small to mid-sized businesses across Horry and Georgetown counties. This will support the City of Myrtle Beach's Downtown Development Office, the Myrtle Beach Downtown Alliance, the Myrtle Beach Regional Economic Development Corporation, and Georgetown County's Economic Development Team, and the Northeastern Strategic Alliance's efforts to diversify the economy. Specifically, our business retention and expansion program will fund a new dedicated BRE professional who will conduct at least 100 meetings with small and medium-sized businesses within our target industries each year. We will establish a rapid response team with our partners to engage in urgent situations such as expansions or potential departures. And we will collaborate and share leads with our economic development partners that I just mentioned. Why is this so important? Data consistently shows that existing businesses account for almost all of the growth in local employment. Helping these companies take these baby steps adds up over time, and it is the best way for us to diversify our economy in an area that does not have major corporate or manufacturing giants like we might find in other communities. Next, to help grow our entrepreneurial community, we will help create, fund, and host catalytic events and projects in partnership with the great work that Emerge and the Myrtle Beach Downtown Alliance and other small business partners are doing. One example is to sponsor events like Techstars Startup Weekends and Entrepreneur Pitch Nights to create and nurture a strong regional network of technical, creative, supportive, and financial resources for those idea stage and hopefully beyond business owners. An example of a strategy we may explore and implement is MIT's venture mentoring service model in partnership with the SC Department of Commerce to create a world-class entrepreneurial mentoring program. Again, we have all these amazing captains of industry who've moved here, retired here, and we can lean into them and they can become amazing mentors for our entrepreneurs. Why is this so important? Entrepreneurship accelerates economic growth. By creating new products and services, they stimulate new employment, which ultimately results in the acceleration of economic development. Entrepreneurship also creates a huge number of entry-level jobs that are important to turn unskilled job holders into skilled workers. The increase in the total employment of a community largely depends on the rise of entrepreneurship. So the role of entrepreneurship in creating new job opportunities is huge. Next, under the talent pillar, we will focus on attracting, developing, and retaining talent. Of all the phone calls that I received in 2021, the most could be categorized by our area CEOs in this area of talent and workforce need. To do this, we will implement a variety of strategies to increase the quantity and quality of workers needed by our area employers. We will also support our educational institutions' efforts to create workforce aligned with the needs of current and future area employers. Our first objective is to launch a marketing recruitment campaign to attract and retain talent. We will do this by highlighting the area's job opportunities, recreation, and all the quality of life assets that come with living at the beach. We will also develop a graduate retention program targeting young professionals, healthcare workers, and alumni from Coastal Carolina University, Horry Georgetown Technical College, Webster University, Francis Marion, and the Pittsburgh Institute of Aeronautics, to name a few. This will include a website, social media campaign, internship opportunities, career fairs, and more. Our second objective is to better support the area's educational institutions and strengthen our K-12 workforce development efforts. For example, to help students seeking higher education, we will help families complete financial aid applications through a financial aid Saturdays. Going through a FAFSA form is not fun, and so again, ways that we can help students and parents could be really, really beneficial, and we can do this with a volunteer-led effort. And to help students seeking immediate employment after high school and to promote the benefits of skilled trade jobs, we are exploring a partnership with the Be Pro, Be Proud SC movement to fund a mobile workforce workshop exclusively for our region, providing students with an interactive, hands-on tour of the most in-demand technical careers. Our final strategic objective under this pillar is to provide direct personal assistance to employers and education partners. We will fund a full-time workforce development manager that will drive all areas of this pillar, and that you can literally pick up the phone and call if you or your HR team needs help filling critical jobs or to spread the word and recruit students for apprenticeships and internships. One exciting project includes creating an employer information portal to serve as a one-stop shop to local businesses and HR departments. It could have such things in it as a talent recruitment toolkit, a library of best practices for retaining employees, an inventory of work-based learning opportunities, and a list of all K-12 and workforce partner contacts so people can stay connected. Why is this pillar so important? Talent matters to business attraction and to business expansion too. According to the Better Cities Project Survey, 4 in 10 businesses said they could create more jobs if they had workers to fill them. In short, businesses cannot grow without a capable workforce. The talent pillar is about connecting job opportunities to job seekers, investing in our people, expanding our employee base, and strengthening our talent pipeline. And now for the third pillar, our next pillar of success, place, specifically supporting the City of Myrtle Beach and the new Myrtle Beach Downtown Alliance efforts to revitalize downtown and the ocean front. Our quality of place is a leading factor when businesses and talent consider where they want to grow their companies as well as where they want to grow their careers. To be successful in the first 2 pillars, it is necessary to protect and improve our quality of place. Over the next 5 years, the foundation will financially support the new Myrtle Beach Downtown Alliance, otherwise known as MBDA, to create a vibrant and thriving downtown district and oceanfront area. Here are just a few ways we will help. The Chamber Foundation will dedicate 25% of all funds raised to the MBDA for the full 5 years of this initiative. This new capital may be used for research, to launch important studies, marketing, and programming, anything the MBDA needs to activate the downtown. And in addition to funding support, we want to leverage the resources of our new BRE program to share business leads with the City of Myrtle Beach's Economic Development Team and the MBDA. And finally, we want to amplify what the City and MBDA are doing through advocacy at the state and federal levels on issues that affect not just downtown, but all of our communities. Why is investing in the MBDA and revitalizing downtown so important? Because as you just heard Clay say, our downtown is our front porch to the world, and it's a reflection of how our community sees itself. It's a critical factor in business retention and recruitment efforts. When a company, job prospect, or future resident begins to look at our community as a possible location, they want to know a community's downtown is alive and vibrant. Finally, we are successful in the first 3 pillars, and then once we get growing businesses and jobs, attracting and keeping that new talent, and supporting a great quality of place, we will need to ensure that our future transportation infrastructure can keep up with growth. And that's the purpose of Pillar 4, infrastructure. Our goal here is to scale up transportation infrastructure by leading a comprehensive grassroots communications campaign to secure funding necessary for current and future regional transportation priorities. First, we will strengthen local, state, and federal advocacy efforts by significantly increasing communication and advocacy with the governor's office, the state legislature, SCDOT, and our federal delegation to ensure I-73 and other important regional transportation projects are top funding priorities. We will also be able to create more high-profile educational events like our legislative reception that we had just last week and luncheon to raise awareness about the benefits of funding high-priority regional transportation projects for the citizens and businesses across the Grand Strand. Other examples include launching regional media and digital marketing campaigns to proactively inform, increase, and sustain local support for the upcoming RIDE program, for 501 improvements, the Southern Evacuation Lifeline, also known as SEL, Coast RTA, our public transportation partner, and other regional projects. Finally, we will build strong, broad coalitions and alliances to support each other on future priority transportation projects that cross city and county lines. Why is this pillar so important? Because our economy needs reliable transportation infrastructure to connect supply chains and efficiently move goods and services across Oregon, Georgetown, and throughout South Carolina. It also connects households across the region to higher quality opportunities for employment, for healthcare, and for education. So as you can see, success in the area of transportation infrastructure, just with the other three pillars, is essential for our success. And now one last point. What is the return on investment for this initiative to you, our businesses, and our community? It's important to state from the beginning that the Chamber Foundation, Partnership Grand Strand, will benefit everyone. This is truly an effort to have the rising tide lift all boats in our community. In fact, an independent economic impact report from Georgia Tech Enterprise Innovation Institute predicts that if just 1,000 jobs are created directly in our target industries through our efforts over the next 5 years, it will result in the creation of an additional 846 new indirect and induced jobs for a total of 1,846 new jobs. This in turn will result in $111.7 million in new annual payroll, $62.6 million in new annual consumer spending, and for our bankers in the room, $22 million in new annual personal banking deposits. So the bottom line is this: if you do business in Oregon, Georgetown counties, you will reap the rewards of your participation and investment in Partnership Grand Strand. I would now like to welcome our guest speaker for today, Mr. Jeff McKay, Executive Director of the Northeastern Strategic Alliance, also known as NESA. Jeff has led this Regional Economic Development Alliance for the past 15 years and is a veteran of economic development in the Southeast. Holding both undergraduate and graduate degrees respectively from Western Carolina University, Jeff is a certified economic developer by the International Economic Development Council. He started his career as the director of Polk County Economic Development Corporation, then on to Stokes County Economic Development Corporation, with both organizations in North Carolina. Jeff then went on to the North Carolina Department of Commerce, and from there he became the director of the Greater Statesville Development Corporation. In 2005, Jeff made the move to South Carolina, we're glad he did, when he became the executive director of NESA, where he has made his mark with both regional and statewide partnerships, as he is affiliated with the South Carolina Developers Association, the former president of the South Carolina Economic Developers Association, and the former president of the North Carolina Economic Development Association. Ladies and gentlemen, here to provide an update on the latest trends in regional economic development and to talk a little bit about top site selection factors, I give you Mr. Jeff McKay.